way too close. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. Way too close. That was in HD.
Wait, do it again.
What's going on? Scotty, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Still got this COVID though. You know how that is.
Yeah, you gotta get over that. COVID knows you're weak. That's why it's sticking around.
It's asthma. It's with the weakness. How's everything over there in Manassas?
I'm not there right now, so it's all good. You'll never know where I am.
Where you at?
It's a good question. But yeah, man, getting into it, man. We here to watch The Bachelor, man. The first time doing some reality TV. I don't know if this is the reality TV show we had in mind, but I'm going to tell you. The other night, so we do this thing called Playback, right? That's the media group and Playback's first group that I work with, and we even watch stuff live. So we decided to tune into The Bachelor, watch it live. I'm going to tell you, man, it was actually a great time. Like a great time.
Yeah, I bet it was funny. Oh my God, Q was dreaming. You ain't never lie. Hold on now.
Yeah, man, you get some alcohol. You get some. You chill out, Cam. You get some alcohol. You get your brown. It's a good time, man. So I am looking forward to the season. But for right now, we're gonna start this reality TV. And we're going to react to our first episode. I know, Scotty, you watched it today. You were not a part of the playback, but you say you will try to get there next week and hang out with us.
I'm about to join the bracket, Cam. I'm just waiting for this man, Darian, to send me the code.
I don't even, is that exclusive? I don't even have it.
Cam, I asked him for the code today. He said, F you. I said, wow.
It did not happen.
Wow.
But yeah, my man Cam is in there too, so you can hear his commentary as well. But yeah, man, so let's jump into this. First of all, like I said, we're minor league films, and we're going to break down our first reality TV series. But while you're here, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, comment below. Let us know, are you watching The Bachelor? And if you weren't before, you might be watching after the video because of our reaction. I'm going to tell you, Scotty called me earlier. This man was having a great time watching The Bachelor. Like, I don't care what he says for the rest of the review. I'm just sitting there on the phone trying to get work done, and he is over there having a blast watching The Bachelor. So don't let him lie to you. He had a great time as well.
It's because I've seen some dating shows recently, like Are You the One or Love Island, and I enjoy those. But I have not seen a Flavor of Love / Bachelor Bachelorette show in format in years. So when I saw this format, I said, this is about to be wild. And it was wild. It wasn't too wild, but some of them girls on there, I said, yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of her.
Yeah, I'm with you. So basically, to set it up, and we'll touch on some stuff we watched before, but we basically got The Bachelor season 27. Our guy Zach is out there trying to find love, as all the bachelors say they do. They want to, have relationships like their parents had, 50 years ago before social media and TV dating shows and all that. Apparently, I don't know why you go on The Bachelor to find love if you want to find love, but apparently that's just the thing to do. And you get to have a house full of 30 women. A whole
mansion of 30
in a situation like this, Scotty, how can you not find love?
Darian, they put me as the Bachelor on the show. First of all, everybody stays.
I was like, bro, I'm gonna keep everybody there until I have to make a decision on the last episode.
My season gonna last the entire year.
Yeah, Cam is right. He said, yeah, just to kiss 20 girls in about 10 minutes because there was a lot of that going on.
Yep.
It's Jews life before social media, man. So yeah, that's where all the good relationships happen now, man. You swiping left, you swiping right, you trying to figure out, is there a girl out there for you? But hey, The Bachelor might have that answer. So I will ask you. So we're going to talk about The Bachelor. We're going to go episode by episode throughout the season and going to have a good time with that. But I'll ask you, like, what is your social media? I mean, not your social media, your reality TV experience
for just this show or just period?
No, I'm talking about like dating shows of this like style.
Oh man,
so what have you watched?
I watch a lot of the Real World Road Rules Challenge still because the real world itself doesn't exist. That's probably one of my favorite shows on TV anyway. When they do like the competition shows whether it's like jumping off a building and then doing a puzzle, stuff like that. And I kind of grew up with these guys on the show. I've been watching this since I was like 12. So I watch a lot of that. I watch Survivor, Big Brother. I like those kind of competition shows where you got to be devious and all that kind of stuff. I watch Are You the One? Because they'll take those people from those shows and put them on dating shows.
They all end up on some other show. And you'd be like, I've seen them before.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you, but that's also not romance.
It's not a romance, but romance be happening. You know, X on the Beach was good. I forgot about X on the Beach. That was good. But what I said the challenge is because they used to have challenge Battle of the Exes.
Okay.
Why you highlight him proving me wrong? Don't do that. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, man. But I know like both of us, we've done what Flavor of Love, I Love New York, like way back. And I think that's really the only day you say you watched the Ray J show, but those I didn't
you had to watch the Ray J show. For the love of Ray J, he has some bad ones on there.
Yeah, hey, I'm saying, hey, look at my guy Zach. He over here just trying to he's trying to stay swimming. He's not trying to fall in the lake over here. Oh man,
he has some bad ones.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So we've had some limited experience, but thought this would be a fun thing to review and kind of jump into reality TV. I think the only other one I've watched recently was was it Too Hot to Handle, where they can't hook up, they just are stuck on the island and really have to kind of. Have you seen that?
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, Too Hot to Handle. I know they had some people from the UK and the US, but basically the rule was they couldn't like hook up. They basically had to. You got people who were like very Instagram famous and people who hook up a lot, and they have to go to this island, and to win this money at the end, they can't hook up. They hook up with somebody, they lose money, and they really got a chip. So it's interesting, like when people did hook up on the show, I'm watching the season, but when they did, like everybody lost money and they had to kind of redeem it later. So it was an interesting show. Also, yeah, loving hip hop. Chris, I cannot do Love and Hip Hop. It's a little
I can't anymore either. I used to, when it first came out, I thought it was raw. I thought it was real cool, but now I'm like, y'all putting too many people on here that don't matter to me anymore.
Yeah, I can't do it.
But shout out Johnny Bananas, even though Wes Bergman is better. We know that, Chris. I mean, you ain't even got to reply to what I said. Don't worry about it.
Oh man. So yeah, man. So let's dive into it. So we got our guy. Find it here.
Zach Shallcross.
Yeah, that's him on the right. Our guy Zach,
aka Rich.
He's not rich at all. Scotty lied to me. He was like, everybody who's on The Bachelor is a millionaire. They got a load of money. I looked it up and I'm like, this dude's just a normal guy.
Okay.
He was talking in my ear about how he was rich for an hour, which was all a lie.
Who was his uncle though?
They say that what I looked up his net worth. He ain't rich. I ain't gonna put my man's business out there. He ain't rich. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
His uncle is worth about 48 million. He gave him at least 4 of that.
Okay, so we're gonna continue the lies here. I don't know what his uncle is worth. Scotty ain't showing no proof of that. We'll move on. So we got our guy Zach. Like I said, Zach is out here trying to find love, just like his parents, whatever. So he got 30 girls in the house, and basically, in our first episode, we get to meet the girls, we get to greet the girls, kind of see where they're from, what they're about. And with Scotty, we got some characters, man. And that's where the fun came of talking about the show. We got some characters. So I will let you go first. Like who did you like, or who appeared? Who was some crazier reaction to something that happened in this first episode?
My favorite person that was like crazy in this episode, which I just thought she was going to be gone. Actually, not my favorite, but this is like when Gabby came out there and said, "Yo, I'm from Vermont, and in Vermont we all about maple syrup, so I'm going to force you to drink this maple syrup." I was like, "Excuse me, that looks like a nice little bottle. You could have put something else in there." And I thought it was crazy. Like the girl before her came out with a bottle of champagne. I said, "Oh, she came in here right." Yeah. He's nervous anyway, He shouldn't be. But like, go ahead, give him like the champagne, boom, 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 get his nerves down. He gonna keep you. You come out here with some maple syrup and said, drink it raw. You ain't gonna drink it raw. Nah.
Pull some pancakes out or something.
Nah, baby got to go. She got to go.
Yeah, they get through. Yeah, man, it was like, you know what, this actually kind of taught me, and I don't want to put this out there for women in general, but it's like women really struggle to flirt and like make her. Maybe it happens in the show, and I've seen it some in like real life, which is kind of funny. So I'm not gonna say all because there's some out there that got game, but the women in this show, man, they struggle. There was a couple where I was like, all right, like that was smooth, like I see your game, but for most of them, it was like, y'all. Like y'all lucky, like you can't go nowhere and get stuck on The Bachelor, because if this was at a bar or something, a lot of y'all might get passed on, like the other thing, they're attractive women. But if it was on your game, a lot of y'all are just gonna strike out going with these lines. Because there was one girl, man, and she came out and like she brought her pig. It was this girl Mercedes, and she brought her pig Henry, and I'm just in there like, why? Like, I guess it's memorable, but
she's a
like,
pig farmer, and she thought that was. I didn't mind it. It is weird, but hold on a second. Shoot,
bless you, sir.
Shoot, god damn. But I don't mind it because she's trying to bring a piece of her to the show.
Yeah, I get that.
So maybe she came off as genuine to him or weird, one of the two.
Well, the only thing was that pig disappeared for the rest of the show, so I was like, you gonna have bacon all season long, or like
they ate that pig?
I don't know where the pig. Like I thought the pig was gonna be like a character, like moving around, and everybody like, oh, it's a pig. That pig just disappeared. So maybe he was like, nah, I'm out of here. But
and it's so many country girls in there too. I think they did that on purpose because he's from Austin, Texas, and even though he is filthy rich, he's never traveled like that. Apparently, that's like one of the first things he was talking about. He doesn't travel like that. So he's been like,
so Austin, Texas is a city. It's not like if he was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know Texas like that, but some rural Texas, I would get it. But Austin, Texas is a pretty good sized city.
It is, but it's a southern
right
city.
On top of it.
A southern city is still a country. Everybody got that one piece of hay in their teeth. Everybody got it.
I've been to Austin. It's not no hay in teeth. It's pretty metropolitan.
But most of the people are from in the show. Most of the girls are like Nashville, Kentucky, and stuff like that. You got like the other like 20% that are from like New York, Maryland, stuff like that.
New York. There's one from Baltimore. Yeah, man. So they got a good balance, and I guess they pulled some that's kind of around him. I mean, I kind of know the area he's from and relate a little bit. There was one girl that was like, "Yeah, I'm from Austin too, so he don't even got to move or whatever. Like we right next to each other, so let's make it work." And was our guy Mike? She was good, Mike.
You know what's funny though? What they didn't tell us is she's not from Austin, but she moved to Austin to stalk him.
Oh yeah, there was one that was like, yeah, I always want to go to Austin.
She was lying. She was lying. She said, "Oh, that's my dreams. That's my dream city." No, it's not.
If he was from San Diego, she would have said that about San Diego. It didn't matter where he is. She want him. She don't care where he's from.
And then we had this girl, Lord. She came out with a guy in a limo. She hired somebody to play the trombone, or the trumpet, excuse me, not trombone, the trumpet. Play her in. And then she started throwing beads all over the place and dancing around. And she thought that was cute. That's not cute. First of all, you're littering. Second of all, she hit did you see when she hit one of the girls with the bead and the girl picked it up and started dancing? I was like, yo, this is just weird. And guess what? Gone. Get out of there.
Oh man. Yeah, it was she as soon as she came out, man, I forget what's her name when they came out with the trumpet.
I don't know her name is because it did after that she didn't do anything.
I knew when she came out, I was like, she ain't gonna be
here her ass down.
Didn't have the vibe. But I I had this criticism even before watching this show. I was like, like for real, in The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, like no black person has won. And this has been going on for, I know The Bachelor 27 seasons, The Bachelorette probably like 10 or 15 or something like that. Nobody has won. But I'm gonna give my guy I'm gonna give my guy Zach some credit. He like his sisters, man. he like, hey, bring that chocolate over here, bro. Bring more of that, because every black girl that came on the show, he was vibing.
Yeah, and I thought that was cool that in the live show before the show, he only gave her a rose, and basically no matter what she did, he couldn't eliminate her even if he wanted to, like unless she did something crazy. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, she fine as hell too.
She got the first rose, but yeah, he was really even the black man. This one black girl. So this is like, and of course you've seen it, but of course they break out and they do like quick like speed, basically speed dating for him to connect with people real quick because he has to eliminate like 8 girls. He started with 30, got to get to 22 before the next episode. And basically like one girl was like, yeah, let's change a diaper. And I'm like, I guess she was like a nurse from like Baltimore or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, and I was like, I don't know if that's quite the impression you want to make. It was a very weird, like first date type of thing. But even she made it. So I'm like, yeah, he messing with the sisters, man. Because that's something that's very weird, but to do. But yeah, so I will give him credit on that one. But Scotty, the one person I gotta bring. No, actually, let's talk about one person I think he had a lot of chemistry with, because what we're actually gonna do, and this is actually pretty fun challenges. We're gonna do a draft to pick our best girls who we think we're gonna make it. And one you said you were like, yeah, I think she's gonna make it. And I showed her earlier was Christina here to the left, who came in on the party bus, and they actually vibed. She was one of the ones who I was like, okay, like I can see the chemistry here. She's got some personality, which you see them together. And that's one cool thing about the show is like you see like them together and kind of visualize what they'd be as a couple. And you're like, all right, I see it. Like they got some chemistry, which I had some fun with looking at the show. So.
And she's I don't know. I think she's from Tennessee. I think her mom and her aunt were on a television show way back in the late 70s, early 80s called like the Mandrel Sisters, where they would my grandma used to put that on sometimes, like the reruns and stuff. Like they would basically have talent acts come on. Most of it was like country singers, country groups and stuff like that, and new age pop groups. And they just hosted a show doing that. And it was a successful show for a couple of years. That's like she's like their daughter or niece or something like that. I thought that was kind of cool that she was on here. Who knows that show? No one knows that show.
Oh, well, I guess
but now people do.
Of course, she got some TV experience, but they had a lot of chemistry. There's a couple girls I wrote down. I was like, hey, you got chemistry, because I'm gonna try to win this draft, which even makes it more fun to watch along. But the one girl we got to get to, we talk about, is our girl Madison, the business owner. Man, you want to talk about like a struggle watch? And when we were watching as a group, every time she came on camera, it was like, oh man, because she just like she was trying to find love that day.
Yeah,
she didn't care about being on for the season. She said, Zach, you and me are going back home today, and it's a wrap. I've won the Bachelor. I'm in this tonight. I ain't even competing. She might have actually kidnapped him, maybe off camera.
I'm telling you, like she kept saying, she made it clear. She was like, yo, if he doesn't want me, then I'm going to, then oh well. But then she would go over there and cry in the corner. They'd be like, he doesn't want me. I don't understand. I'm like, it's 30 women.
And it's the first time you've beaten them. It's like
a couple hours. I'm like, everybody in there is gorgeous. Everybody in there at least appears to be nice. Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to choose somebody the first night. He ain't choosing you though.
Yeah, this is that's the thing. Is like we kind of gotta break the realm of reality in this show, because it's just for TV. It's just for drama, so we know. But people are like, oh, I'm on here to find love. It's like it is. If you put me, like, let's say you put this attractive girl over there, you put me in a room with 30 other attractive, successful guys, like. I could be amazing, but it's gonna be very hard to win, like regardless, because there's so much select. Like that's the ultimate. Like, oh man, I can really be the most critical I have to be because I have so much selection. So for her, it was just like it was annoying because everybody was supposed to get their time and to vibe with him and hang out, and she kept interrupting everybody else's time. And then she went over there and got her time. I guess it didn't go as well as she wanted to, but she made it seem like it did. So she interrupted somebody else's time and then did it again and again. And then she had him on here like gritting. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like, she's got to go.
See, and I'm in the minority with that because I see why. I see why she did it. Yeah, it was annoying. But I see why she did that, because unlike Flavor of Love, like the god of all dating shows, like he had a format. Even Flavor Flav had a format where he was like, all right, 10 minutes with you, 10 with you, 10 with you, 10 with you. And then the cameraman will put it like on TV. So it was like 3 or 4 for each person. But he had a format. Everybody got their time. Like, and then sooner or later, when it boiled down to it, everybody got an entire date with him when it got down, like 10 people or less, or whatever it is. So that was cool. This guy just said, I'm gonna sit over here next to the fountain and enjoy my wine. Whoever decides to come over here and talk to me, it's whatever. But he didn't even tell them that. They had to take the initiative and just walk over there. I said, man, it's not that organized. They said, Zach, he should do it himself.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I wish they had split it up and gave everybody equal time, because not only for like them as contestants, if they're if it's least scripted and they're really competing, but as for us to get to know like who each of these women are, because I don't know much about this girl other than she just came off as annoying because of her antics made the camera, and not them actually really sitting down, getting to talk, get to know each other for at least a minute or two as we're reviewing. Because the show is 2 hours, man. It's not like it's an hour. So you can really, kind of squeeze some time, especially since this is all we're doing. We're not going some other place to date. So I'm with you there. I wish they would have did that, and that probably would have came out better. But yeah, man, like I'm not gonna lie, this was fun to watch for a first episode. I've never done a show like this for this, like going through a season, but it was such a good time, and watching this together with the guys, and I'm interested to see where this goes. I mean, how you feeling about it so far?
Oh man, I'm excited. Like, I didn't when you told me today, like, remember, I didn't even know we were doing this today. You said, yeah, you ready for the Bachelor tonight? I said, no, I'm not. What are you talking about? And I was like all the way down here because I'm still feeling sick. I was like, all right, let me turn this on. And when I got to like minute number 20, I started to hear every girl's backstory, and they all kept saying crazy stuff. Like in their one little confessional interviews, they're like, when 17 of them were like, he's just the perfect guy. I said, if you don't know him,
he sees me for who I am.
And I was like, no, he doesn't. He don't even like you. Why should not? I was like, yo, they couldn't have me on this show, because if everybody really thought that way about him, boy, wait till they.
There's a reason they have not called you. There's a reason they're not called either of us, because there's some people who just don't need the power of being on The Bachelor.
It's just crazy. Like, I started to get so into it, and then when I started watching the walk-ups, it's just the first episode with the walk-up stuff. It's going to get crazy. Like, if it doesn't get crazy, everybody on here, which I like, has a different personality. It's not like when Are You the One first came out, I thought it was kind of like, oh, it's a whole bunch of college girls. I see where this is going. It's going to be party time, party time, party time. And maybe one person will be quiet. This one, I'm like, yo, everybody is like completely different. So I was really impressed with the casting they did.
Yeah, the mix of personalities is really cool. No, I'm with you there. Yeah, I'm definitely I really don't watch these shows of these style, but especially when you get a group, man, and we had the guys and a couple ladies who were explaining to us like how the Bachelor goes, especially because we're competing, to see who wins at the end. Man, it is a lot of fun. So I could see the attraction of why girls get together and like watch this, and you got the drama. Especially, we know drama's coming because we've seen the trailer for the season coming up, and as we know drama's coming. I wish we could show you more clips, but ABC has their copyright on tight, so we can only really show you pictures. But nah, man, this is gonna look a lot of fun. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna add some maybe drinking games. If somebody cries, we might drink and all that. But it's going to be a good time this season to cover this show. We will have a good time with it. So we'll wrap it up because we don't want to go too long. But Scotty, I'll give you the final word, man. You got anything else about The Bachelor?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should check this out. Like I said, at episode 1, first 20 minutes may be a little bit slow because they have to add in. I guess they're trying to bring in some more drama initially and see what's going on. It's not really any that I saw, but probably could have been short in 20 minutes, but I think you should watch it. Like it's definitely, as far as new age dating shows, it's done right. And that's hard for me to say because I get bored with dating shows to the point where I'll stop on like episode 5, like in 2022 and 2023. I just stop. But this one, I think I'm gonna ride it all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't got no choice because we locked it now, so we ride with it, man. But as far as the dating show that I'm with there that has been going on for this long and still kind of holds that. If you actually watch it and you started, you're like, okay, like I'm in. I see why this has been going on so long and so successful. Versus dating shows we get today that pop in and pop out and they're gone, or they're 1 season, 2 seasons, and they're off. So. Really good. But yeah, so let's go plug it in and get us out of here, man. First of all, if you want to watch a show with us, now we haven't been able to do this with movies and shows, but my guys at that Stand Media Group that I'm also a part of, we get to do playback TV, where we can watch stuff live, talk about it, have conversations. So if you ever want to watch something with us, Scotty was there last week, he's going to jump on there with us. That is the that's the webpage right there. So go ahead and tap in with that, sign up. I think you just need your cable provider and you can come in and watch and have a good time. So we're going to be there at Playback TV. Please join up over there. It's going to be a really good time. Scotty, let's say they signed up for Playback TV. Let's say they had some problems with what you said and got some different contestants that they like. Where can they find you?
So you can find me at Scotty Get Down 1 on Instagram or TikTok at K Corono. Now, where can they find you if they want to talk bad about you because they know that everything I said makes sense?
Well, if you agree with me, because I know you all do, and you want to just talk to me and pat me on the back, well, if you want to do that, we're going to be at Flyknit Johnson on Instagram, Flyknit Johnson on TikTok, and Twitter, City Boy Quentin. Yeah, I was confused myself. But let me not be selfish. Yeah, I almost said Flyknit Johnson. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's just my cross name. But let me not be selfish, Scotty. Let's say they found me, they found you, but they want to talk to us as a group. They can find us at Minor League Films. Oops, hide that. Pretty much Minor League Films everywhere, but we are, if not Minor League Films, it's going to be MLF as in Films 1. We can do that everywhere. But like I said, we punched up, so we got TikToks dropping soon. We'll get those cut up. They've been really good. Me and Scotty have been working hard on it. We've been really pressing to get those done. So they're going to be coming to you soon. Like I said, we got open field tomorrow. So we're going to talk tomorrow. We're going to talk hate watching, which is something that we kind of alluded to last week on Velma. We're going to talk a couple shows. I want to watch The Last of Us, so we can touch in a little bit of that. Vox Machina just came out, which I'm a fan of. I know you're a fan of. We were talking about it earlier. So we have a couple things on there. Hacksaw Ridge, we need to do. We got an email about reviewing Hacksaw Ridge. So we will, if we do not finish it this week, it'll be the first thing we do next week.
And don't forget About Fate.
Oh, yeah, About Fate. It's going to be a romantic comedy, which I love romantic comedies. I know you like them, too. I know we've done a lot of horror movies. So just trying to switch up the style. But all in all, man, appreciate you. Hey, go watch The Bachelor. Come talk about it with us. It's a good time. Appreciate our guys in the chat. Cam, Chris, Mike, as always. I always give my man Mike a shout out, man. The Fans Edge, you want to talk some college football? You want to learn some news that's going on? Tap in with him over there. And, Scotty, I think that's all we got, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, crazy. Talking about how rich this food is.
His uncle is Arthur Warburton, man.